Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is June 26, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation here, even though I may talk about different trading stuff. Do your own study, do your own research. Actually check with your financial advisor, maybe even check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is actually suitable for you. All right, let's just jump right on into this and see what's been going on the Russell. I was off on vacation. That's why I'm kind of running a little late. And I decided to go ahead and do this. I have to review the market myself more so than anything else. What I'm seeing here on the Russell still is struggling. You know, it was trying to join the party, as I said before, but it's still below this 10 moving average on the quarterly chart. That's what I'm seeing. And on these yearly pivots that I have here, it's having a hard time getting above the pivot itself. Let me zoom in a little bit more here where you can actually see what I'm talking about. It's this 1900 where it's actually struggling at. It actually came up here, once before up to this point and bounced back down. This time it came up just a little bit above pivot and bounced back down. So it's definitely having a hard time. So that's what I see here. Our stochastic is kind of like just hanging out in the middle and not giving us any direction at all. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the monthly chart and see what's happening there. Let me load that up. Oh, and I'm doing things a little bit different. And on the monthly chart, what I see here, again, we had thought that I'm still on the monthly chart. Look like the Russell was ready to join the party and start going a little bit going higher. But as we can see here, this top and this supply is usually this little first supply here give them a hard time before they can actually break that high, that pivot high that we had here. So it came up to that area, had a hard time getting above 1900 and staying above there and closing above there. That's what we need in order to see this thing going up and still starting to try to attack this high. But we got a lot of supply here in the Russell. The Russell has just been going sideways, and we know from before the Russell can go sideways all year long. So again, just it's not surprising to me, how the Russell is trading. So their strategies, to play this, and I'm that's what I'm doing. I kind of sometimes I get a little over aggressive, but I'm trying to do it. I am doing it. So this is what I see here on the quarter. Again, we still above the 10, so we still somewhat bullish here on the Russell, but it's gotten pushed down pretty hard, and we're going to have to see what's going to happen here next month. And we're near the end of the month right now. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart and see what's happening there. And I'll go over here, weekly. And on the weekly chart, we'll zoom in, and we can see very clearly. Let me zoom in. You can see the sideways pattern, first of all. And the stochastic didn't even quite make it to the top and is already crossing back down. And then let me zoom in here a little bit more. We can see this topping pattern from last week. Today, this is the first of the week, this little candle here. So we had a evening star. I always get those stars kind of mixed up, but I think this is the evening star when it's at the top. We can see back here we had this big red candle supply that slammed this market down. This thing, let me just do a little bit of a drawing here. This what I'm talking about. This level right here. Looking at this supply back here, and this couldn't get through it and get above it. That's what I'm talking about, and all. And now we're getting a bearish looking pattern. All we need is confirmation of that pattern, and maybe we'll be back down to here. I'm already looking at my positions that I have down here. I got to have time on them, but it's getting close to where maybe I should just take that profit. Again, if we don't get a good bounce this week, I'll let a little bit more time come off those trades that I have in, and I'll probably just end up closing them for maybe not the profit that I was expecting to get, but again, profitable, and that's all that really matters to me. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily chart and wrap this on up. And load daily, boom. All right, here on the daily chart, as we can see, where the noise is at, this is a strange pattern to me. We can see that the stochastic was on the daily chart. It had reached the top. So again, on the Russell has been bouncing. Let's zoom on in here. Before it was bouncing down here at this lower level, now it's bouncing up here at this top upper level and all, and it gave us a strange look. It gave us a bearish looking pattern there, almost gave us a bullish looking piercing at a top though. That's the whole thing in the wrong location. Then it gave us another bearish looking pattern here, bearish piercing, and we actually almost got confirmation. We got a doji. It was really struggling last week to come down and all. And now this gap down here is probably where a lot of people think it's going to go. It's come down here all the way. The Russell come all the way down here, yes, and fill this gap somewhere below 1780, close to 1760 area to actually really feel it really good. So, but because again, looking at these moving averages that I have on here, they don't mean anything to the Russell look like. And I want to actually, and this is on my daily chart, I was thinking about changing these up anyway. I was going to change these to like a 10 and a 50 instead of this 50 and 200 that's on here. And they may actually, it's better for swinging day type trading anyway, looking at it this way. So that's all I really want to share here on the Russell. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.